Hello, I'm Edward Tarte, once a Catholic priest for 5 years in the 1960s, now an atheist, which simply means I find no credible evidence for the existence of any God. I have been following on Facebook the postings of a Catholic lady who had commented at some of my religion videos. Her YouTube name, Ubble1. She lives far from me. She and her husband John have 6 kids. I have much admiration for her and her family. Shortly before this past Easter, she posted a Facebook comment that she and her 9-year-old daughter had been out shopping for First Communion dress. And when the daughter saw the Easter bunny at the mall, she stated clearly that at her age 9, she no longer believes in the Easter bunny. I made a video about the irony that I see in that juxtaposition of not believing in the Easter bunny, but believing that bread wafers become the body of Jesus to be eaten in Catholic Holy Communion. That is my Jesus wafer video, and I sincerely invite you to watch it if you have not already. At the end of it, I challenged her and her husband, asking, "Do you have the courage to show this video to your kids and discuss it with them?" Shortly, I received an extended reply from Ubble1. I will now read part of it and then comment on it. She says, "Hi Ed. Interestingly, your challenge to me and John wasn't really a challenge. Our family is completely open in that there is no topic that is off the table. Nothing is off limits, and we freely have lengthy family discussions and debates all the time. In fact, this is one of my favorite activities, and my children are all very entertaining and amusing. My kids are some of the most intelligent, insightful, creative, talented, and independent thinkers I know. I've learned a lot from them. When I first clicked on your video yesterday, 3 of my kids were sitting with me, and they could hear what you were saying. They all know about you, and you have been the topic of conversation here on many occasions. They were listening and commenting. We don't hide our kids from the world and differing viewpoints. I nurture and encourage them to question and to probe things. In fact, I encouraged them to watch your video and to comment on it if they felt like it. Because I firmly believe in God, I hope that they will stay close to the things they've learned throughout their lives. But just as God does not force His will upon me, I cannot force my will upon them. I don't believe that giving a child life, unconditional love, affection, my time, and a Christian foundation has harmed my dearest ones in any way." Well, I very much like what Ubble1 says. It is great that in her family, she and her husband John freely discuss things with their kids and that no topic is off limits. But as I see it, she is in a very difficult situation. She professes to be and strives to be a really good Catholic. But by freely allowing her kids to watch my videos, she is going against her church's teaching and directives. If the leader of her church, Pope Benedict, were to watch my religion videos and then counsel her, I am certain that he would say to her something like this: "Mr. Tarte, as an ex-Catholic and an ex-Catholic priest, now an atheist, is on his way to hell, and by his videos he is trying to drag other people to hell with him. So Mr. Tarte is evil and his videos are evil. They are what we Catholic theologians call occasions of sin. Therefore, for the sake of the immortal souls of your children, you must not allow them to see his videos. By allowing this, you are committing mortal sin, and that heads you toward hell also." That is what Pope Benedict would surely say to her. So that is why I say Ubble1 is in a very difficult situation. But this is by no means the full extent of her difficulties. Suppose the following scenario. Suppose she repents of her sinfulness as described by her Pope. She clamps down on freedom of viewing my videos and freedom of discussion. But inevitably, kids grow older and are exposed to influences outside the home. So suppose that 2 of her 6 kids sincerely decide that the Catholic religion does not make sense, and so they leave the church. they become apostates. But Abba 1 and the rest of her family remain faithful Catholics until death. Here is what her church promises her, along with some necessary consequences of those promises. Her church promises the following. Abba 1, after Judgment Day, your newly resurrected body will be reunited with your soul, and thereafter your whole being will praise the Catholic God without ceasing for billions of trillions of quadrillions of quintillions of sextillions of centuries. You will be praising our God for all his deeds. Since our God is the God of the Bible, you will be praising him for endorsing slavery, for designating you women as inferior to men, for endorsing rape, incest, cannibalism, and mass murder and mass torture. You will praise him for having murdered almost the entire human race by the torturous method of drowning them. You will be praising our God for all that. You will also be praising him for throwing your two beloved apostate children, body and soul, into hell, where they suffer agonizing torture forever while you are praising God. So you will rejoice that those two apostate children of yours are in hell. I see this as the supreme dilemma. It is a dilemma faced not only by Abba 1, but by millions, even billions of other Catholics, other Christians, and other non-Christian believers in heaven and hell, such as Muslims. It is the ultimate dilemma. It far surpasses any other dilemma of life. And this dilemma is imposed by religion. Without religion, this dilemma simply vanishes. One of the many great things about being an atheist is that I, along with my fellow atheists, do not face this dilemma. We only have to deal with the ordinary dilemmas of living our daily lives, the only lives we have. To you atheist supporters, before I send this video to Abba 1, do you have any comment for her that could supplement what I have said? To all of you, thank you for watching this video.